friends, how you doing? Thank you so much for joining me in today's video. We're talking all about Auric. So I picked up two of their products. We're gonna be talking all about them. I'm gonna demo them for you, but also we have a bottle of the luminizers. So we have Auric on one side and Charlotte on the other one. Of course, I'm gonna demo them both for you and wear them for the whole day, and then we're gonna wrap up at the end and show you how they look like, if one is a nicer or a glowier than the other one, everything like that. So if that sounds fun and this is your first time here, I'm Gigi. Thank you so much for clicking on my video. I do hope you subscribe for more beauty content by clicking on that red button that says subscribe, and also come to my Instagram because over there I do keep you posted on new makeup sales, makeup releases, everything like that. So let's just go ahead and get started. Alrighty friends, so let's begin, and today we're talking all about Auric. So this is a brand started by Samantha. She's a Canadian beauty influencer. I've watched Samantha for years. She's Canadian. I really like her vibe. I really enjoy her videos, her personality. She's like super unapologetic. I don't know, she's just a really cool chick. I'm gonna post a picture right there. Of course, I'll link you know, her YouTube channel below if you wanted to see what she's all about. But she's released this brand called Auric, and this packaging, this box is one that I can bring myself to throw away. Never attached to packaging. I'm really not that person, not to the boxes anyways. And this is one that I can get rid of, so I probably will put back there. These are Radium Luminizer, so this is going to be one that you can mix with your foundation. You can place underneath, you can place at top. So Samantha is saying that this brand is all for inclusivity. It isn't a marketing tactic, it is a real skin that should be seen in makeup ads. We believe that true beauty comes from being confident in who you are and what you stand for. We believe that luxury should be attainable without compromising morals. We believe that art is the heart of everything, and creativity will move us forward. So the Glow Loss Radium Luminizers retails for $45. These are US prices. Packed with ultra fine pearl and skin loving mix of squalane, glycerin, and porcelain flower, this artistry grade adjustable formula gives you an instant radiance and hydration. It can be worn alone, blended with your favorite skincare, or used as a highlighter on top of foundation. This is glitter free, fragrance free, paraben free, cruelty free, and gluten free. She released 8 shades of this one, and I picked up the shade Perline. This is described as a medium olive. She also has a medium warm, but I thought that was gonna be too dark, and I don't know, this is looking really light through the bottle, but we're gonna put it to the test. And then of course we have to compare these to my beloved Charlotte. So I'm actually gonna put one on each side of my face. I'm gonna wear it for the day, and then I'll come back and I show you what I look like, if you know, one made me more greasy than the other, and just my general impressions on the product and how it wears you know, on top of a foundation. The Smoked Reflect Creamed and Powder Eyeshadow Duo. So the packaging of this is actually very pretty. You get a frosted component at the bottom. At the top you get the beautiful Auric in gold. So here you have the topper, and then you screw it out, and then you get your moussey cream shadow. We're going to be comparing the formula when I try them to Tom Ford's pots like this, and then to Charlotte's Eyes to Mesmerize, which are the two formulas that I'm really familiar with. I have to say, even though I love this packaging, I love this one much more. It has a pump, you know, you get this beautiful frosted bottle, which I'm loving. And then I just hate that on Charlotte's the writing will rub off, you know. So this, I don't think it'll happen to these. This feels a little bit raised, and I don't know, it's just beautiful packaging. Alrighty, so let's try it on these two guys. I'm gonna do half Charlotte's and half Auric. This product I never applied all over my face, but today we're gonna do that because I want to see if one makes me more greasy, or like how the makeup reacts pretty much at top. I have the shade tan, but I think this is gonna be too tan, and I also have 4.5 medium, which I bought the little size. So I think these two colors are closer to each other. Is gonna be best for the sake of the video. So I am going to go ahead and apply it So just going straight like this, and I am going to use a beauty sponge. So this is what that looks like. You can see the beautiful glow. It blends out really nicely. You know, it takes little to no effort. Now I am going to apply this much on the Auric. And I know I'm looking a little crazy because this is making me, you know, look a little gray, which I'm hating. So let me just go ahead and apply some foundation. I am going to do this really matte foundation at top. This one is by NARS. Alright friends, so this is my face without setting it, and I think it looks quite nice. You can really see just a little bit of that glow underneath, and not too much, but you can still see it. I'm going to go ahead and set, and then we're going to use Auric at top and then Charlotte's as well. Okay, let's just go ahead and apply a little bit at top. Apply it with my fingers and see what that looks like. And friends, these are very similar. I don't feel like I'm blending two different products at all. This is Auric, and the tone as well, they look very similar. My problem with this shade from Charlotte is like I felt like it's a little bit too gray, and I liked to mix with tan. So the two give me enough warm, and you know, it takes away a little bit of that grayish tones, and I feel like that's what is happening with Auric. I don't know. Let's just move on. I didn't set this product at top. I'm just gonna let them be. So let's go ahead and try this product out. These products are meant to be just very low maintenance in my opinion. I love them because they're usually very just easy to work with and just quick. So I am going to take my Referal one, and I'm just gonna run, you know, that shade all over my lid. This is really moussey, and this is how much it picks up. So it picks up quite a bit of product. It's really creamy, I could tell. So let's just go ahead and apply it all over our lid. Ooh, and this color is darker than I thought it was gonna be. I thought it was gonna be a bronzy shade, but this is straight up brown, I think. I feel like this sets a little quicker than Charlotte's, so you don't have a ton of time to really like blend them once they're there. So that's gonna be good if you have oily lids, because this isn't gonna go anywhere. Or if your makeup it tends to crease, I don't think this would. And I'm just applying a little bit at a time. I'm not really picking up a lot, just building where I want it to be darker, and then just diffusing, you know, higher on my crease. So this is that shade all by itself, and I try to do just a light application. I didn't want this look to be super dark, and I didn't expect this brown to be this dark, but it's okay. I think with this shade up here, it's gonna really brighten the look. So I'm gonna apply this with my finger. This is what I get, which is very glittery. So I'm going to tap it. I was gonna tap it only on the center, but I think I'm just gonna go everywhere. I did get a little bit of fallout, but I think this looks very pretty. I am going to apply a little bit of liner. Let me just finish off my eyes, my lips, and I'll be right back. So first impressions on these products, I think that they're very pretty. They're very pretty to look at. They're really heavy, very luxe, you know, to hold. I really like the stirs of the brand. They're precious, very pretty. Every single detail about this packaging is stunning. I do feel like Auric's side is a little bit more glow from within than Charlotte's. I don't know if you can tell. I think you can. This is pretty. When I didn't have any base, I looked gray. So this color all by itself, I cannot do. Mixed with, you know, a sunscreen, I cannot do, because I'm gonna look gray. So for my complexion, I either gonna have to pick up a darker shade and mix. The darker shade look really warm and dark. So that's going to be alone this one, the Tan by Charlotte, which again I cannot use by itself, so I'm stuck in the middle when it comes to the shades. But anyways, these at top of my foundation I could totally do. I'm digging this side. It looks so pretty, much more than this one. I feel like Auric's is a little bit thicker than Charlotte, but not, you guys, I couldn't really feel like I was trying two different products and I was applying two different products. They truly just applied the same. It's really gonna come down to price and how they wear. This is going to be cheaper than Charlotte's. I believe on Charlotte's you also do get a 1 fluid ounce, and you pay roughly the same, but in here you get much more product and you get this beautiful packaging. And yeah, this is more beautiful than Charlotte, and I do love Charlotte's. Now when it comes to the Smoke Reflect, I really like it. I think it's beautiful. I would not wear glitter for an everyday, but it's okay. We wanted to try the product. I feel like the brown in here is very dark. I thought this was gonna be more of a bronzy shade, but it's actually a really dark brown. Also talked about this product by Tom Ford, which is the same kind of product. So you get the cream at the bottom and you get the glitter at top. I have to say that this is much more glittery. It has a ton of specks of glitter, whereas a Tom Ford's is just a very minimal and delicate. Like it isn't the same kind of product. It isn't the same kind of formula. Is what I'm trying to say. Like when you swatch Tom Ford, you're only gonna, can you see, you're only gonna get just a little bit of something. When you go with Auric, this is much more glittery. Like you could totally see the glitter all throughout there. So because it is so glittery, the topper is gonna come down to your personal preference, your makeup application, what you like to use or not. But I think this is almost half the price of a Tom Ford one. So I don't know, they only come in 3 shades. Most of them are currently sold out. I think she only has one available. When it comes to the cream at the bottom, I felt like it was okay to blend. I didn't have any trouble blending, but it really sets quickly, so I had to work extra quicker. I was applying just a little bit at a time. You saw me dipping back and forth many times because I was just picking up just a little bit. I didn't want to apply a ton and then, you know, having no way to turn it back. When I work with Eyes to Mesmerize by Charlotte, I feel like these are so forgiving. These are just very blendable and easy to apply. These, I felt like I was working a little bit harder because it was setting so quick. So if you're one that has oily lids or products like this crease on you, I think these you're gonna enjoy. These are gonna be perfect. They do set really quickly, so I am anticipating that these are gonna last a time. So we already talked about the formula and how this compares to the other ones that I own, but when it comes to the colors, you guys, I was gonna swatch them and do like the whole comparison thing, but I just came back and I just changed my mind because when it comes to Charlotte's Eyes to Mesmerize, I only have 2 of them, one in rose gold and one in sunset rose, and they're both rosy tones of, you know, cream pots like this. And then the Tom Ford, which is the closest when it comes to the outer packaging and everything, the concept of the product, this is in golden peach, which is a peachy color, nothing like this. And then the other ones that I have, which are going to be similar to the top shade here, which is the glittery one, is my Hourglass Carter Eyes. And same thing, you guys, I really don't have anything like this in my collection, so I don't feel like I should do any comparisons at this point. I thought this was gonna be more of a bronzy color, but it's actually really brown, so I did wanted to show it to you. So this is a swatch. Just build it up a little bit. So this is a beautiful brown, you guys. I feel like it is so easy to just apply it and go. Pretty much just apply mascara afterwards and you're good to go. You don't really have to, you know, apply the glitter on top at all if you don't want to. But these are beautiful. This is right up my alley. I love this kind of browns, so I really enjoyed you know, this product. And then let's do the top one so you can see all those little particles of glitter. So you can see it has a little bit of color. It is warm, you know, and this is it, you guys. So these are them mixed together when I applied the topper at top. But yeah, these are them all swatched. Alright friends, so let me just wear this makeup for the rest of the day. I am very excited to see how they wear, how they react to my skin, if one is more greasy than the other one and whatnot. So I'll come back at night and just show you, and then we wrap it up with final thoughts. So I'm gonna see you guys then. Hey guys, and I'm back, and excuse my appearance. I look very tired, especially my eyes. I just had a really long day. It's been over 10 hours since I applied this makeup, and I wanted to come back and wrap up the video, pretty much show you my face. I don't feel like one side is glowier than the other. I think they held up equally the same. I feel like my blush and products on this side are equal, just like this one. I do feel like I like this glow a little bit more than I like Charlotte's. I have to, you know, just put it out there. I feel like this gives me more, you know, even outside I kept looking at myself, and yeah, this is more glow from within, which I'm very into. I did forgot to do swatches, so I want to do them right now. So the first one is the Auric. This is a really heavy swatch from the shade Pyrite, and I don't know if that's how you say it. I'll put it here. And then this is one swatch that is just blended. The second one here is Charlotte's in 4.5, and this is the blended swatch. And then this is Charlotte's tan color. You guys, Pyrite and 4.5 are the same shade. exactly the same shade. So if you already have Charlotte's, I don't think you need to run and grab this shade because this shade isn't unique. It is actually the same thing. If you don't have Charlotte and you're thinking about a product that gives you, you know, that glow from within that you can mix with a foundation, then you can give Auric a try. I think you really can't go wrong. I really love my makeup. I think it held up very nicely. As I said, I'm just really tired because it's been a while. When it comes to the mask, I was wearing the mask on enough and it warmed up equally the same on my chin, which that NARS foundation usually doesn't transfer much, but I think because these products are very hydrating and dewy, you know, it transfers more than usual. So you can see some worn, you know, worn off around my mouth area. But other than that, my cheeks and forehead look really nice. My nose is all worn out. But again, we're not testing foundation here. I wanted to pretty much test how Auric looks after a full day of wear, and I wanted to see if it was gonna make me, you know, more luminous, more glowy than Charlotte's, and they're just equally the same product. Pretty much the only difference that you have to keep in mind is that this one has more product than Charlotte's, so this is gonna come down to be cheaper than this one. Here you pay, I'll put prices right here. I'm pretty sure of what I'm talking about. I already mentioned the prices at the beginning, but I don't have them at the top of my head right now. I do know that this is 1 fluid ounce and this is 1.17, so you get more product here and you paid equal prices. So that's it when it comes to those two products. When it comes to the pod, I really like it. I don't have a ton of fallout, but I do have some, you know, glitter specks around my under eye, but it isn't like a lot. Next time, if I don't want to have that, then I'll just apply a glitter glue because this is pretty much glitter. And yeah, friends, I think that Samantha did a great job when it came to her brand. I love the two products that I tried today. I feel like they do, you know, they do perform as a luxury brand, and I am very excited to see, you know, what's to come. I am very excited to see if she's gonna release some more, you know, eye products, face products, foundation. I cannot wait. I did wanted to say that I was a little bit taken back at the time when I purchased my things because I paid in US prices and I thought she being Canadian, she's gonna have Canadian prices on her site, and no. Also, it took a while to get to me. I didn't, yeah, I had to be shipping. I think I paid $5 you know, shipping, and I thought it was a little bit silly. I thought it was shipping from Canada, but no, I think these products are coming from the US. So you guys from the US already got it super quick, and we Canadians we're still waiting for those. So I thought that was a little bit bizarre, but just wanted to put it out there. Also, I didn't have to pay any custom, thank goodness, because I was gonna be very upset if I did had to pay customs. Other than that, my friends, that's it for now. Let me know, what do you think of Auric? Have you tried these products? Are you, you know, interested in them, or you're just gonna skip altogether? Let me know. Any comments, they're all welcome in my comments below. Thanks so much, you guys, again, for your love and support. Don't forget to share, like, and subscribe, and I'll catch you next time. Bye.